So there we are. So knowing what we've done tonight, I mean, I have actually given you 5 magic source things. If you get those 5 elements right, the 6 if we include knowing your numbers, and you know what it takes. It's, if you've got 20 products in your portfolio, it's only 1,000 of each in a year. It doesn't have to all be in one niche. If you had 2 or 3 niches, then it's less units per year as well. Obviously, the more value, the more sales you can get out of each person by selling them related stuff, and higher ticket stuff and all that, the quicker that LTV value is going to come in. So do you get that? Do you understand that? Is that something you're comfortable with? Do you want to do that? Are you interested in getting $4 million a year in profit? Who wants to get $4 million? Is that a good idea? Okay, I'm not really hearing you loud enough in the chat. Yeah, so some people are really excited about getting $4 million of stuff, and 1,000 units over 20 products is not, doesn't seem that unrealistic, does it? Okay, so if you want to do that, then there's a little offer for you, but it's nothing to panic about, because all I want from you today is £1. £1 today. And when you do that on Monday, I'll get you the niche product criteria blueprint. That's our little checklist for making sure that the products we pick are the ones that we want to stock. And make sure we don't get problems with any issues with the kind of products we stock, that kind of thing. And it'll go into all of that, and also give you some ideas about how to select a product and stuff from that. So I've showed you some tools today to find what the popular things are, but all you really need is Amazon. So I mean, I found that mushroom growing kit on Amazon just by doing a search on Amazon. So you can just go to Amazon, find some popular stuff, and then have a look at which one's selling and how many people are selling it, and then see if you can source that kind of thing if it meets our niche product criteria blueprint, which you'll get on Monday if you sign up for the £1 a day. Now, the reason I wanted you to do the £1 a day is I don't want you to go cold. I don't want you to forget this webinar and think, oh, that's a good idea, but I'll get around to it later. I want to get you to commit today to doing this. So the £1 a day is basically your commitment that you're going to do it in 4 weeks' time. So in 4 weeks' time, the next installment will happen, which will be for eCommerce Kickstart, sorry, which is, I'll show you what it is in a minute, but it's a 48-week course. Now, don't be scared by that, because it's not 48 weeks of intensive learning. It's basically all very simple. But we have to do it stage by stage to make sure that we get it right, and that we grow and do the things in the right order and all that kind of stuff, and make sure there's nothing in your way to doing it. Like you suddenly think, oh, did I pick the right product? When you're 6 weeks in. So we step by step make sure that everything is in order. Anyway, so in 30 days time, you'll do the first installment, and we start the e-commerce Kickstart training, proper. Okay. So obviously you're thinking, what is e-commerce? Can't say e-commerce Kickstart 101, and the short answer is everything you need to know, plus mentoring. And mentoring means it's the voice that keeps you sane and keeps you going. Okay, because when you do things on your own, you get scared and you have doubts and you're not sure and you don't know who to ask, and everybody means well, but they don't really know because they're not entrepreneurs. That's why I'm an entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur, and we can talk and sensibly and all that kind of stuff. So I'll give you the mentoring to do that, and you get everything you need to know to do it. Now, I'm not giving you stock, I'm not giving you drop shippers or anything like that. I'm not going to give you legal advice. I'm going to give you the pointers. Obviously you need to get legal advice, an accountant, pucker, if you're dealing with that kind of money. I'm not an accountant or a legal advisor. I can tell you, what I do and what I expect to happen, but there's a couple of things that you need to actually get those sorted out. So if you get to the level where you need an accountant, or you get to the level where you need legal advice, then you need to go get that. I can tell you what you're going to expect and what it's likely to be, but they need to confirm, make sure nothing's changed, and that you're not doing anything that's different. That you're in a different country and for some reason it doesn't apply or something. So that's why they're your professional advisors, and I'm not. So I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know, except for specific legal advice and specific accounting and specific supplier relations and that kind of thing. So you pay the £1 today. It gets you committed to it, and if you do it today, then you get a special rate. So normally the eCommerce Kickstart course is $167 per month, but if you do the $1 trial, you show you're going to commit to it in 30 days time, then you can get it for only $97 per month, which is $70 off something. So it's almost half price, I think. No, it can't be half price, but it's anyway, whatever discount price it is. I won't do maths live. But also with the training, you're going to get hosting on a VPS of your e-commerce store. Okay, you can go to this link and register the domain name, and you'll get it for free. I'll just mark it as paid. Okay, it's your domain name, you own it. You can transfer it later on if you want. You can renew it, in the year's time. Doesn't, nothing weird about it. It's just that if you register it on my system, it means I can mark it as paid. You don't have to pay again. If you've got an existing domain, that's fine. We just change the name servers to the hosting, and we do. If you've got hosting already, that's fine. Use your own hosting. It's optional. But the reason why I want to offer you the hosting and the domain name registration is it means I can make it seamless, technically seamless for you, because I'm going to have WordPress put on it with your e-commerce store. You can run it with PayPal. I advise you sign up to Stripe, which is another e-commerce gateway that takes credit cards. It's basically free to join. There's no sign-up fee. There's no monthly fee or anything like that. You just need to apply and do your identity proof and that kind of stuff, and then you just add that as the payment method on the cart, which will be enabled to do that. I'm going to give you a managed WordPress. So what that means by managed is that you don't have to worry about updates. You don't have to worry about backups. You don't have to worry about security. I will get all that handled for you. You'll get regular updates and backups and all that, and if anything does happen security-wise, we'll sort it out and we'll restore the latest backup that we've got. Okay. So that's they're the practical things you get. So and it's seamless technically because we can manage it and get everything that we need to get. So we can just deliver it to you ready, done. Obviously you get the 48 weeks of training. Now don't be alarmed at the 48 weeks. As I say, it's not particularly intensive. You can see that it's basically as simple as picking a product, doing a product description and getting it underway. The tricky bit, if you want to call it a tricky bit, is marketing. So I'm going to help you go through that and show you how to market, how to improve your brand, how to get your social reach happening, all that kind of stuff. So there's 48 modules of video training. That's pre-recorded video training, which you can watch at your own time, at your own leisure. It's drip-fed, but basically you can do it, go at your own pace, slower anyway. And then we do the weekly webinar workshops like this, so that anything that you're confused about, you need to ask questions about the pre-recorded training, we can do that live on air and to get that happening. And anything else that's new or that's changed or that we need to add in, or different areas you want to cover that isn't in the video training, then you can ask that on the weekly webinar workshops. Now, as well as that, anything that's sensitive or private, you don't want to give away your niche or your product or anything like that, you also get 20 minutes a week of one-to-one on Skype with me, where you can you can talk to me in private about anything that you to do with your e-commerce entrepreneurship. And then when the 48 weeks of of the training and the webinars and the Skype things are over, you'll still get the hosting, you'll still get the managed WordPress, and you'll still get 30 minutes now of the one-to-one Skype to make sure you're keeping going and that you're making the right decision as you expand, because expanding and exiting the business are some of the most critical stages, and you should have somebody like me on board all the time to make sure that that happens as it should. I'm also going to give you research databases. Now, this only thing is slightly weird in that I haven't got some big, web-based, MySQL database, because the thing you need may not be in it. So you basically just have to ask me, and then within 24, 48 hours maximum, I will get you whatever it is that you're particularly interested in, and you'll get it as a CSV sheet that you can just load into Google Sheets or whatever, or Excel, whatever you want, and I actually haven't shown you this yet, but anyway, but you'll get the niche genetics competitor report, which I'll show you in a second. Actually, I better do that. You'll get the Spy-Fi report, so you know anything I've searched about the e-commerce stores. It also does all the SEO data, you know, which keywords and what ranking and what backlinks they got, all that kind of stuff. You can have that, and then also every week you'll get the Amazon hot products and most wished products, so you can see if there's any new products that you might want to add to your portfolio. It doesn't matter that you're not on Amazon. We're just using Amazon because it's a good source of data, and if it's selling well on Amazon, then there's a good chance that it will sell well, you know, on your own store, on your own independent store. Now, obviously, there's nothing to stop you opening an Amazon store as well. I'm just not particularly covering the Amazon part of it, you know, in this. Obviously, that's something we could cover in, you know, the weekly workshops if that's what everyone wants to do. But yeah, basically, we're saying that we can have an independent store, yeah, which you completely control on your own hosting, and you know, and just do it that way. We don't need Amazon to do what we're doing. And the other thing you get is you're going to get your own heat map statistics account. This is quite incredible because it actually video records what the users are doing in their browser. So if you want to see how far they're getting into the funnel, or you know, what happens when they get to the cart, or if they're reading the product description, what might be putting them off or something, or you know, which pages they're looking at that they're not getting the answers for, you know, maybe they keep looking at shipping and for some reason they then disappear, then you know you've got an issue with the shipping. So the heat map tracking thing, it does it as a video recording of each individual browser. You can watch one by one in real time, or double speed actually, as an option. Or there is a kind of, you know, excuse me, there is a generic statistics where you can see what the trend is. Yeah, so what are the most popular pages, what are the least popular pages, what are the entrance pages, what are the exit pages, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a mini Google Analytics. It's not Google Analytics. I'm not a great fan of Google Analytics personally, but this will actually show you, you know, actually in a video, what your customers are actually doing, you know, when they buy in your store. Okay, and I'll show you the niche genetics competitor report in a second. Also, you're going to get access to my Amazon eCom calculator, so you can see how many units are likely to be sold and see how popular they are, and that's priceless because it's exclusive to me. Nobody else has got that. I made it. It's my data. I've tested it, and yeah, it's mine. Also, I'm going to give you an SE Nuke campaign. So SE Nuke is the thing that I promoted recently. You may have not bought it yourself. It doesn't matter if you did or you didn't. I can run an extra campaign on our servers with our, you know, your own set of social accounts that I create for you. So you don't have to do anything. It's completely hands off, and you have to just supply the content. Okay. Now you're thinking, well, so that's going to give you loads of social presence. That's going to get you, you know, the likes and the appearance on the thing, get you lots of backlinks, all that kind of stuff. And we can do it en masse and get you, you know, nice, you know, traction going on. It's also got a thing called crowd engineering, which, you know, will make sure that your pages get indexed and all that kind of stuff. So you can have one of those campaigns every month for free. You just need to supply the content. Now you're thinking, how do I supply the content? Well, because you've come to this webinar, or you'll replay this webinar, I'm going to give you my special bonus for TNG, which I call TNG content. And TNG content is not the content itself, it's the framework that teaches you how to maximize the content you need, or if you haven't got it, how to get that content created really, really cheaply, you know, like pennies on the dollar sort of thing. And then how to, you know, get that in the way that TNG Nuke likes it, so that I can send the campaign out. And it's all very simple. It's not complicated. It's just a particular way of kind of you know, telling the story with the content. And as I say, it doesn't matter if you think you've got the content or not. I will show you what the content is. You probably have already got a lot of it, and I'll show you how to get the content if you haven't got it. So I'm going to give you that campaign every month as well. As I already told you, you're going to get free.com domain name of your choice if you want it. If you don't want it, that's fine. But if you do want it, you just register on that domain, and I can mark it as free and paid up, so you don't have to pay for it, you know, twice. Let me just cough again. So I've got a really bad cough. Okay, so you're going to get that. So I won't bother with the tools I use tonight. So let me just show you this one thing. So this niche genetics tool. So as I say, I'm going to give you the reports for these. You know, when you ask for them, okay? Because I haven't got them in a big database already. So you just need to tell me what ones you want, and then I'll get them for you in 24, 48 hours. You see, what this tool does, is it reverse engineers what Google thinks this store is popular for. You know, what it's ranking for. So it's a bit like being able to get inside their webmaster account. It's not actually what it's doing, but it's effectively the results that it gives us. So we can see what this website is actually succeeding with. Now, there are three ways we can look at this, and you can search all this in, you know, when you put it into Google Sheets, whatever, or Excel, and we can see what the most profitable keywords are. So if they ran a PPC campaign or wanted to buy a PPC campaign to get clicks, you know, how much would they pay for this particular thing? So we can see here that hot pink sunglasses is something that people think is selling well enough that they're willing to pay £7 per click on. But that tells us two things. One is if we were running a content-only site, we could, you know, make a lot of money selling, you know, those clicks, you know, ads on the content for this word. But it also means that we can see that this product is popular, or that there's money behind it, and we need to get hot pink sunglasses. Okay, and whatever else. We can see retro women's sunglasses, so we know they're for women, not men, etc., etc. Gold lens, aviator sunglasses. So we know that these are words that people are willing to pay for because they can monetize them. Okay, so this is where the money is. Now, this isn't necessarily what this site you know, rank for. So if we go to position, we can see that they're ranking for retro city sunglasses on retro sunglasses. So that's their thing. And strange enough, the site's called Retro City Sunglasses. But, you know, obviously people are, yeah, they're making their money selling retro and vintage sunglasses, and that's their angle. Now, the interesting thing here is that some people want to buy those at wholesale. So that means that there's an opportunity for us to sell, you know, bulk and in mass. And I think bulk was one of the words further down somewhere. But, you know, it means that we know that people, you know, are prepared to buy sunglasses in bulk, you know, at a special price, so we can get our volume up just by having a page that offers that. Now, we may not have known that unless we'd looked at this report. But where is the majority of people's interest? And if we search by volume, we can see that most people are searching for cheap sunglasses. Okay, I know that goes against the 5% thing, but, you know, I'm still, you know, only 5% of people are motivated driven by price. Okay, maybe everyone's, you know, so a lot of people are searching for that, but that doesn't mean that's the only reason they buy. Cat eye sunglasses, I honestly don't know what that is, but that's obviously got quite a lot of money for it. Wholesale sunglasses, again, you know, way more popular than I thought. You wouldn't think that people were trying to buy sunglasses in bulk, but they are. Vintage sunglasses, and the fact that they use the word vintage more than retro, that's well worth knowing. So if we're doing any SEO optimization or social search automation, or even product listings, you know, in Amazon or for our own blog store, then we know to use the word vintage, not retro. So again, we wouldn't know these things unless we'd done it. We can see retro is half the volume, but retro is still a good one to have. But aviator is also another good one to have. So we want to make sure that we've got aviator covered. So it's all these things that it uncovers, you know, that does it. And there's, you know, 10,000 or 30,000, in this case 600, it depends on the site, you know, 600 keywords that are significant to this particular site. So if you want to emulate their success, then this is the tool you would use to do it. And, you know, if they wanted to, you know, pay for in PPC ads the amount of traffic that Google will send them because they love them, they would have to pay $7,566 per month to, you know, emulate that amount of traffic. And even though they may not get it, because obviously Google are very quality conscious, and you can't even just pay for traffic, you have to earn it and then pay for it. So all these things we wouldn't get, but, you know, you can see I can export this, you can import this into Google Docs. You just need to tell me the URLs of the competitors you want to look at, you know, the three you want to look at, and I'll send you those, and you can put in the Google Sheets and then get all this information. You can sort by any information. Also, you can deep link into the exact page that Google love it for, you know, exactly which page it is that's getting that love. Okay, and then you can look at the content on that page and all that kind of stuff. So I'll give you the, you know, these you know, reports, you in your monthly thing. Now I have to put some sort of limit on it, because I don't want somebody to go mad and ask me for 1,000 or something in 1 week. So I haven't quite worked out how we're going to do that, but there's some sort of credit thing, and the credits will roll over and everything. It's not an issue, but there has to be some sort of sensible limit on it. But something like I don't know, 20 points a month, and each thing is a point. And you can have up to 20 of them whenever you want. If you don't use them in that month, that's fine. We run over to the next month. It's not about charging you points. It's just about getting you the information you want, but not overtaxing me and getting me to do 1,000 that you're not even going to look at. Anyway, so that's it. So you get that. As I say, the main resource today is if you go to clickjustclick.com/ecom Kickstart. Sorry that yours is a bit long. I'll put it in the chat box. Clickjustclick.com eCom Kickstart, and I'll put it in an email to you as well. There we go. I've got it in the chat. So you should better click on that. Then you just pay £1 a day. That's all it is, £1 a day. You'll get the blueprint thing on Tuesday. Just a bit behind getting it together. So that's the product selection criteria that give you some ideas of where to go look for products, and then you put it against the checklist, and you can get a good feel for what you're doing. And then in 4 weeks' time, we start the course proper. To do it. Now, one other reason why I'm doing it in 30 days' time is because those of you who've taken the Slipstream 101 course, you will have your first store, single product store up by about week 3 or 4. So that means that you'll be live, and then you'll be much more able to know what to do. You'll have a way of testing individual things. You'll know how to get traffic, or most of the ways of getting traffic, and then the other 8 weeks of the Slipstream 101 course will go into all the finer detail of how to ramp that up and boost it and optimize it and that kind of stuff. But that's why it starts in 30 days, because some of you are doing the Slipstream 101 course, and I don't want to overload you, and I don't want to overload me either. So we'll do that then, and then that would be comfortable for all of us. So as I say, it's just £1 a day. Just go to clickjustclick.com/ecom Kickstart. There you go. I will put the resources of what I used tonight in an email or something. If you don't want to get this the eCom Kickstart course, but you do want the research tools that I've used, then I'll put those in an email so that you can get the links. But it's just £1 a day, and it means that you commit and that you're going to get your thing underway. It also means you're going to get your lock-in rate for £97 a month instead of the normal 167. Okay, and you get all the elements that I spoke about. You get everything you need to know to become an e-commerce entrepreneur, except for legal and accounting and specific supplier stuff. But everything you need to know. I can suggest everything else and what you like to expect, but just the professional advice needs to come from a professional, accountant and lawyer, because of wherever you're based. You'll get a pre-configured store on your own dedicated hosting. It's not shared hosting or anything. It's a server specifically for you. It's a VPS. It's like having a dedicated server. It's just you don't need to buy the tin to go with it. But it's a thing called a VPS. Don't worry about the technicalities. But it just means that you've got all the resources. You won't get throttled. Like if you go with HostGator or something, they'll throttle you as soon as you start getting traffic, which means that you won't be able to deliver the traffic, and people will get like a busy symbol or a site offline, or that kind of thing. And we don't want that. We can't afford for that to happen. So that's why I give you a high bandwidth VPS dedicated for you. You're not sharing with anyone else, and you'll have your WordPress e-commerce store on it. You can add PayPal to it straight away, and if you sign up for the Stripe, which is free and there's no monthly charge or anything, then that gives you direct credit card, which is a great backup instead of PayPal, and the fees are actually a lot lower than PayPal. So I do that. But your store is configured to accept both payments, as you want. You can turn them both on or just turn one on or whatever you want. But it's able to take both and give the user a choice if you want. So they can say, pay by PayPal or pay by credit card. And the credit card one is Stripe. There we go. So you get all of that, and as I say, I'm basically with you all the time in the 20 minutes of mentoring every week. You get all of this stuff. It's 48 weeks long. Don't panic about that. It's not like it's 48 weeks of intensive stuff. We just want to make sure that we do it properly, step by step, and make sure that nothing gets in the way. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I did give you the 5 elements. You've answered the questions yourself and what the answers to those 5 elements are. You should be well enabled to do that. If you've seen the level 4 webinar, you're even more enabled to see what the mindset or the mind control is that's involved in this. And I've shown you the kind of numbers that are involved. I've shown you the kind of decisions that are involved. I've shown you the kind of actions we need to take when certain situations arise. You're far more enabled to be a proper e-commerce entrepreneur now than you were before. And you know that it's not just about being a shopkeeper and packing things up and taking them to the post office. It's just crazy kind of thinking. It's not what we want to do. We want to make $4 million a year. Not post 10 things at a time or something. It's all about that kind of thinking, setting up that kind of operation and that kind of thing. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for making the time. It means a lot. And as I say, if you want to get it, it's only £1 today. You'll get the blueprint checklist on Tuesday when I've just finished it, making it a PDF, the video. And it's click.com/ecom kickstart. And then in 30 days time we start the e-commerce Kickstart course properly, which will give you enough time if you're doing the Slipstream 101 traffic course to get your first product store up and getting traffic to it, and then you'll be able to wheel traffic and be able to send it to your the WordPress ecom store that I'm setting up for you. You don't have to worry about anything to do with that. If you want to do it yourself, that's fine. I'm just doing it as an option because I don't want there to be anything that blocks you or anything that you do weirdly that wouldn't be the way I devise it. So by setting it up and being able to configure it for you, I know it's exactly what I need to happen. And then if there's anything specific you want changed, then obviously we can you can just ask and we can do that or whatever, and I can talk you through it. Okay, so that's it. So £1 today, and you can become an e-commerce entrepreneur with the potential to earn $4 million a year. Obviously that's not an income statement. I can't guarantee that. There's no guarantee from anyone that anything will happen, but you'll have all the information that you need to do it, and you've already seen that I can give you the kind of information to handle the scenarios that are going to come up, and I'm giving you the actual real-world thinking that you need in order to actually do this. So that's it. Talk to you then. Bye for now.